Hi, this is Jeff Lesher. It is Wednesday, and this is What's the Point? Because there are a lot of good points to be made and potentially will be lost because unfortunately we're in the business of selling news versus informing people through the news. So let me try a little bit of information about a few things that can all tie together, but each individually is really important. So one is, the Wall Street Journal breathlessly reported today that there's this new thing called feed forward, which is not new at all. Marshall Goldsmith coined this term over 20 years ago, and the concept is one that we've been promoting for a long time, which is don't look backwards, look forward. It's not rebranding, and it's not a gentler, quote unquote, way of sharing important information. And oh, by the way, for those of you who haven't heard me say this before, and you can look this up in terms of cred in my earlier videos about this, feedback is good. At least it should be as much good as it is so-called constructive, which all feedback should be. Feedback is not about sharing negativity. It's about reinforcing what you value and then applying it to what comes next, because otherwise, what's the point? Feed forward. Good thing, not clever, not gentle, not sparing people, honesty and candor. Number one. Number two, act your wage. Oh my gosh, don't try to do a good job. This is, again, something that apparently has caught the popular imagination. Work to rule is the way that some people might understand this, which is limiting what you do to within the confines of what you think your employer is paying for. Now, Scott Galloway, the very popular podcast host, said recently on his Pivot podcast that all organizations owe you is your compensation. He's smarter than that. That is such bull. What organizations should be investing in is support, is development, is, again, reinforcement of what they value. And it's not just through pay. In fact, science tells us over and over that monetary compensation is a satisfier, not a motivator. So get over working your wage. That's ridiculous. Do the best job you can, and you will feel and receive the reward. And if you don't, you're working for the wrong people. Go work for somebody else. Number three, Oprah Winfrey, hello, and a gentleman named Arthur C. Brooks have written a book about how to feel better. And part of what they encourage is consistent with the research that shows that humans are much better at giving advice than taking their own advice. And when it comes to feelings, one of the encouragements, and I encourage you to do this, this is very similar to something that I've been doing for years that really works. It's project your emotions outside of yourself. I often have shared with people, express your emotions, say what they are, without being overtaken by your emotions. I think that's a very realistic way, and Oprah backs me up on this essentially. She says, journal what you're feeling, what happened and what you felt, and then table that and come back to it and assess how you feel now, and more importantly, what that, for example, disappointment or what that victory of sorts may have afforded you the opportunity to do. That's good advice. That's proper information. That's inspiring action that matters. Not this baloney of trying to guide you down paths of negativity or sort of shuck and jive, and we don't know what you're talking about. There are things that each of us can do to be better, to feel better, and to help others be better as well. And that should be the freaking point every daggone week. I hope it is for you. Talk to you soon.